Hey guys, so we made it to parent-teacher conferences. I'm still Mr. Peaslee, and there's what I teach. Uh, just a little bit of the same stuff. Make sure you're coming prepared to class. And what we've been studying. Biology, ninth grade and seventh grade, we've been studying science skills, basically how to use it in the real world, including critical thinking, which has to be balanced with open-mindedness. We talked a little bit about that. Sometimes in science, we see a little bit of denialism, which could be a problem. We've been talking about science and engineering practices and using that to gather data for making claim, using evidence and reasoning to share things we're learning, and of course, measuring and graphing. In addition to that, biology is moving a little bit faster. They're beyond that, of course. And so we're talking about ecology. Our first test was just basics of ecology, and the next coming test is on community and population, which by the time you watch this, we might have taken that test too. So progress reports. If you're looking at a student progress report, this one is they have names removed. Then the first thing I always look at is right here underneath the assignments category and just looking for any zeros. If so, those are missing assignments. Missing assignments can be turned in. You can print those in Google Classroom. Students can pick them up in class. There is a deadline for lay work. It's a week before the end of the term. And so that deadline for the first term is October 7th. The next thing I look at is the test scores. So test scores usually represent studying at home. Students should be studying 15 minutes each evening, even if it's just reviewing what's happened in class. In fact, we talk about this a lot in class, how your brain works. And if you are reviewing it, your brain actually myelinates it, makes it permanent knowledge. If not, then your brain actually physically remove those connections within the brain. So a big part of doing well on tests is just that students are studying every evening. And finally, down at the bottom, we have participation. This is 20% of the grade. It was handed at the beginning of the term. Basically, if a student's doing what they're supposed to be doing in class, including on labs that's represented there, then they keep that 20% of the grade. And if they're not doing what they're supposed to, so for parents, this kind of indicates if they are doing what they should in class. On these progress reports that often I send home, it shows down at the bottom any missing assignments. For the biology students, this one, it says it's extra credit, and so a lot of students show a 0 on there, but no worries, it's just extra credit. So if you didn't do that one, it's not a problem. But again, if it is showing assignments that should have been done, then students can print those, pick them up in class, and make sure they get those turned in before the term ending so that they can get those points. Assignment points should be kind of the easy points if you're doing what you're supposed to and getting your work done. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me. If you want to have a one-on-one conference, we can arrange that. Just send me an email, garypeaslee@alpinedistrict.org.